This on my computer here saying, "You are alive." Well, I'm pleased to say that I am also alive as well as live. That's always a good thing, right? Today we have another story which kind of speaks for itself. I'm going to just read through and then I'll make some comments afterwards. As we mentioned, stories are great because they really enforce the message. This one is called Healing Through Helping. Healing Through Helping. First quote is from H. Emily Cady in Lessons in Truth on page 113 of that publication. We've heard it from her before. As I mentioned previously, she was one of the great pioneers in New Thought in the, I think, late 19th and definitely in the early part of the 20th century. Quite well known, written a lot of really good books, and is quoted a lot, as today and previously. For newness of life and of revelation flows in faster as we give out that which we have to help others. For newness of life and of revelation flows in faster as we give out that which we have to help others. And Ernest Holmes very simply says, I help, therefore I'm helped. I help, therefore I'm helped. And that's in our basic book, The Science of Mind textbook, and it's on page 299, it's paragraph 3. And it's a good thing when people quote the paragraph, because I know if, like me, you've searched for a quote, and if it's a fairly big book and it's got a lot on each page, you have to really search to find the quote. But when they tell you it's in paragraph 3, it makes it a lot easier. Paragraph, whatever, you know. Nicole Panetta helped excuse me, let me start again. Nicole Panetta helped a lot of people when she was a firefighter and EMT. However, after being disabled in several car accidents, she was unable to continue with that work. She slipped into depression, anxiety, and substance addiction. When her doctor suggested a service animal, she saw that as out of her reach, as service dogs cost anywhere from $25,000 to $45,000. Enter Joni Valnila, founder of Operation at Ease, an organization that provides shelter dogs and training free to veterans and first responders. Valnila could see that Panetta is a nurturing person, so she found her a dog that also needed help. Quote, she's still capable of making someone feel better, healing someone. Joni Valnila told a reporter for the Daily Gazette, it's just now in a different way for her. Let me see. Oakley was an agreeable but frightened stray. The dog helped reduce Panetta's anxiety by almost a half immediately, and the pair started their training to certify Oakley as a service dog. Nicole Panetta's desire for drugs or alcohol vanished once Oakley came on the scene, making her recovery faster and easier. Inspired by her experience, Nicole Panetta had her own dream, and she still has that dream. What is that dream? It's to open a center that provides service dogs to addicts and alcoholics who can't afford them. She's energized and excited about the possibility. Now here is the punchline, really. One of the best ways to heal ourselves is, guess what? To help others. Helping others acknowledges our oneness. And when we do that, we can't help but feel the healing balm of spirit. In helping others, we help ourselves. There's a program on TV called What Would You Do? And my wife likes it a lot. To me, it's okay. I feel uncomfortable when people are put in uncomfortable situations. But today was a great lesson, really, because one of the scenarios, and the whole purpose is, probably most of you know, is they create scenarios and then they see how the people around the actors respond. And today they had three actors. One was a son, playing the part of a son, he was white. His mother was also white, and his girlfriend was black. And the mother is just not too inspired about the son dating and potentially marrying a black girl. And she's quite outspoken about it. And it was amazing how the people around about actually came to the defense of the couple. And this is in a part of the country which is quite conservative. It was up in the west, in the east of the country, not the northeast, but more towards the south. But people were just really supportive of the couple and chastising the mother for her views. And I thought that really is a great way to help other people, by just getting involved and just saying, in a nice way. I don't think any of the people there were doing this in a really horrible way. They weren't. They were doing it in a relatively nice way, as nice as they could in those kind of circumstances. But I'll bet those people, even though they eventually found out that this was for ABC television, I'll bet those people, when they found out what they'd done, felt so much better about themselves. And this is kind of an ongoing message. There's a thread going through our readings this month, and it is kind of to this effect. Two things. One is that we're all connected. We are all connected. And the second thing is that when you help somebody else, you really do help yourself. And the point is here that when we help somebody else heal, we help to heal ourselves in whatever way that may be, whether it's physical illness and it's an addiction, it's loneliness, or whatever it is. That it's just the natural order of things. And it just makes you feel good when you help somebody, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure all of you watching this at some time in your life, or maybe frequently, have helped people. You know, the old story of a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout seeing an old person trying to cross the stream and helps them across. That was kind of the image I grew up with. You know, the Boy Scouts, they call them Girl Guides in England, by the way, go out to help other people. But it's a good way to be brought up, to help people. So the two messages there really are, one, we're all connected, and number two, you feel so much better, and you actually become better physically, mentally, emotionally when you help other people. It's just the way the universe works. It's like when I first came across Reverend Jesse, and he was saying there's no such thing as sin and punishment. But then he gave the kicker. He said, but there is cause and effect. So there are repercussions to what you do. And the repercussions in this case are good, because you carried out a good act, and the stuff that comes back to you is good. The affirmation is quite simple, really. I look for ways to nourish my soul and acknowledge my oneness by helping others. I look for ways to nourish my soul and acknowledge my oneness by helping others. You know, one way you can help us is, if you like our messages, is to like them on whichever medium you're on, whether it's Facebook, we're not on LinkedIn yet, but YouTube, some of our stuff is on YouTube. On Instagram, this is going out to Instagram, this is going out to different Facebook pages. It's to like us, but also to pass on the message to other people, because when you do that, you're doing just what the people here do. You're actually helping other people to feel better about themselves, which is, I think, kind of cool. And we also appreciate any monetary donations that you make to us, because we're not doing this to make ourselves rich at all. the whole purpose is to continue passing on the message of helping people realize their oneness and helping people feel better about themselves and helping them make other people or help other people feel better about themselves. So that's really it for today. Remember, Reverend Lisa will be on tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and hopefully I'll be back. I don't think I've got anything going on at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, so hopefully I'll be back again at about 5 o'clock Central Time. So wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching it, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. I wish you all good health, and I wish you the spirit of helping others to flow through you, and also when you need help, for others to provide that help that you need. So take care. Until next time, namaste.